Jeffrey Powers here with Geekazine. We got Caleb here. We're at the NewBlue FX booth. We're at NAB 2024. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're on the Earth, and we're going to be talking about NewBlue FX and some of the replay functionality that they're going to be doing next on Geekazine. So Caleb, always good to see you. How you doing?
Yeah, very good seeing you. We're doing great, having a great show. How about you?
Oh, I think that I'm at a show, right? Yeah, I'm at a show. Yeah, yeah, it's been doing good. So NewBlue FX, I've used it in my shows. If you've seen, watched me, you've seen the effects here. But you're adding replay to this year. You're focusing on replay this year.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So we just introduced instant replay about a month ago. So we're featuring it here. It's going to be a feature that's going to be evolving a lot over the next coming months. We already have some vision of where we want to go with it, so we're really excited to get going.
All right, well, let's take a look at it and see what it can do.
So what you're seeing here is our switcher interface. It's designed to be a very basic switcher. I can just go click on any one of these squares to put that camera feed on there. And now,
is this coming in HDMI, NDI?
Since we're at a trade show and have no bandwidth, this is just faked. But we could pull in any camera source, so we could do NDI, SDI, HDMI, whatever you can connect up to your computer, we could ingest here into Captivate.
Okay, cool.
So we'll get into the instant replay setup. So first of all, here we'll go ahead and set our buffer length, and this is like a running buffer. So it's going to be the last 15 seconds to a minute and a half of your footage is going to be stored in memory for you to be able to use for instant replay. So for demo purposes, 30 seconds should be plenty. It'll report to you how much RAM you're going to be using to record this instant replay. So as you add more camera sources or longer, you're just going to see that change accordingly.
Yeah.
So another thing.
What's a good spec on the computer for running this?
We don't have a lot of overhead for the program in general. So we recommend like a dedicated video card with at least 1 gigabyte of memory, a decent single core CPU speed. But nothing too fancy. For the instant replay specifically, it eats into the memory the most heavily. So if you wanted to do a lot of cameras or something really crazy, you just want to make sure you had plenty of memory. I'd say 16 to 32 gigs in most cases would be sufficient for a few cameras.
Perfect. All right, continue on.
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the functionality that we have now is that we have stinger transitions, like graphic overlay transitions, as well as we have effects transitions. So those can be set up so we have a transition on for when you go into your instant replay, and you can also set the transition for when you exit your instant replay.
All right.
Now, obviously, I showed you the switcher, but we understand that a lot of people are going to be using this on top of their switcher. So they would just be using this as a graphics and instant replay functionality.
Okay.
So we do have an option here to just clear the video feed when you're done with the instant replay, so that nothing stays on air, in your overlay channel or what have you.
Yeah, you don't want to have that buffer way too big, or else you run into problems. Yeah.
So then finally, we just go ahead and arm the specific cameras we want to record. We've got these 3 going for now, and then we'll go ahead and enable the instant replay. Now what you're going to notice is as this starts recording, we have these clocks showing up to show us which cameras are available for instant replay. And we have this buffer building down here. So this basically just represents the time out of the 30 seconds that are available for us to start replaying.
Okay.
So now we'll wait until the moment occurs that we want to replay. Let's take another look at that kick. So we can start scrubbing in here and looking for the moment that our replay is going to start. Now, if I was using this as a switcher, I could actually continue cutting between my live sources with these small inlays.
Can you have somebody do it remotely while you have another person scrubbing?
Well, that's a feature that's coming up very soon. At the moment, no, but we understand that's a big ask. So we're going to be putting in Stream Deck support very soon so that you could be controlling from Stream Deck. And ultimately, we're also looking into some other control surfaces. Instant replay operators are very big with liking the shuttles and things like that.
Okay.
So basically, we just go through here, we scroll to the point where we want our instant replay to begin. And then we can either start it by clicking on this button, the play button here, or we can click on any one of these camera angles to start from that camera angle. So I'll just select this one here. It's going to take our stinger in and start the instant replay. I unfortunately did the 25% speed, so it's a little slower than what I'd like. But another cool thing is I can actually switch between these angles that are recorded for instant replay as the instant replay is occurring.
Okay. Speaking of which, you said that was a low frame rate. What's the highest frame rate that you can accept for the video feed?
The highest frame rate for the video feed? I know we go up to 60 frames per second. I would have to check beyond that.
Okay.
Now, currently, I would note that our instant replay is limited to HD. So we need to move to,
UHD.
We need to move to basically like the video card encoding so that we can go to 4K. We're planning that soon, but it's not supported yet.
Okay.
But that's the basics to it. Once you're done, it transitions back out, and there you go. So some features that we're planning to add, is, like I said, is the Stream Deck support. We also want to do media clip storage, so any instant replay that you take out, any clip would just be stored so that you could have a highlight reel later on.
Okay.
Some things like that we're already planning on expanding it.
That's amazing.
So we're pretty excited.
A lot of cool stuff. So, and of course, you don't need to use it as a replay system. You could use it just to bring in your graphics. You could use it to scoreboards and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys have been doing that for years.
100%. Yeah, we have a long history as primarily a character generator application. And I always tell people where we really shine is data and graphics. So scoreboards, presentations, all those things where you need to take information and present it in a visual, compelling way to your viewer. Yeah. That's where Captivate really comes in.
Are you excited about NDI 6?
Yeah, we're stoked. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the NDI workflows. What that opens up, I mean, think about our instant replay NDI workflow where you're bringing cameras in both to our source and your switcher. Like,
I could be doing your graphics at home.
Yeah.
And I would set up a bridge and you could be doing the cameras. I don't need to be at the event. I could be sitting in my comfort of my home while you're freezing your tuchus off while it's while watching football. Although you're watching the football, that's the cool thing. But it's just amazing what we can do nowadays with this stuff. So
it's really exciting.
All right. Where do people go for more information?
Yeah, they'd go to our website, newbluefx.com.
Okay.
We have all of our products listed on there.
What's the basic price of the software?
We have a whole scaled range. For what you're seeing right here is our flagship broadcast software. The software version is $5,000 is where it retails. And then we also have some lower tier versions depending on what exact needs people have.
Thank you very much for your time, Caleb.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming by.
There you go. That is NewBlue FX and their new replay option. Lots of cool stuff over at NewBlue FX, over at Geekazine.com, YouTube.com/Geekazine, where you like, subscribe, comment, bell notification. Not Caleb, but bell notifications so those YouTubers get their wings. Check everything out, and we got more videos, NAB 2024. So you guys geek out, and let's have a replay on that. So you guys geek out, and let's have a replay on that. So you guys can geek out, and oh wait, that's a loop now. So geek out, folks, and create video.